A new study has sent shockwaves across the globe, capturing the attention of millions. It claims that humans are on the brink of extinction, a statement that has left many in disbelief and fear. The study paints a grim picture of our planet's future, highlighting the severe consequences of our actions. It warns of a cascade of events that could lead to our downfall, a series of disasters that may be unstoppable if we don't act now. The study, conducted by leading scientists, analyzed years of data meticulously gathered from various sources around the world. This data reveals a disturbing trend. Earth's systems are nearing a breaking point, with ecosystems collapsing and biodiversity plummeting. The scientists issue a dire warning, urging immediate action from governments, corporations, and individuals alike. They say we are on a collision course with our own demise, a path that could lead to irreversible damage. The study's findings are a wake-up call for humanity, a stark reminder that time is running out. We are at a crossroads, facing a critical decision that will shape the future of our planet. We can choose to ignore the warning signs and continue on our current path, risking everything we hold dear, or we can take action to avert disaster, coming together to make meaningful changes. The choice is ours, and it is a choice we must make now. The time to act is now. Every second counts, and our collective efforts can make a difference. Let's not wait until it's too late. One of the biggest threats to our survival is climate change. It is a crisis that affects every corner of the globe, impacting ecosystems, economies, and communities. The evidence is all around us, and the urgency to act has never been greater. Our planet is warming at an alarming rate. The average global temperature has increased significantly over the past century, and the trend shows no signs of slowing down. This warming is not just a statistic, it is a reality that we can see and feel. This is due to the release of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. These gases, primarily carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxide, are byproducts of human activities such as burning fossil fuels, deforestation, and industrial processes. These gases trap heat and cause the Earth's temperature to rise. This phenomenon, known as the greenhouse effect, is essential for life on Earth, but human activities have intensified it to dangerous levels. The consequences of climate change are already being felt around the world. From rising sea levels to more frequent and severe weather events, the impacts are widespread and devastating. We are seeing more extreme weather events, such as hurricanes, which are becoming more intense and destructive. Droughts, which lead to water shortages and crop failures, and wildfires, which destroy homes and habitats, are becoming more common and severe. Sea levels are rising, threatening coastal communities. This not only endangers homes and infrastructure but also displaces millions of people, creating climate refugees. Glaciers are melting at an unprecedented rate. This contributes to rising sea levels and disrupts freshwater supplies for many regions. The impact of climate change on human life is undeniable. It affects our health, our livelihoods, and our communities. Extreme heat waves, for example, can be deadly, especially for vulnerable populations. It threatens our food and water supplies, our health, and our very existence. Crops fail, water sources dry up, and diseases spread more easily in warmer climates. If we do not act now to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, the consequences will be catastrophic. We must listen to scientists, activists, and communities who are calling for urgent action. We must transition to clean energy sources such as solar, wind, and hydroelectric power. These renewable sources are not only sustainable but also increasingly cost-effective. Reduce our dependence on fossil fuels and adopt sustainable practices. This includes everything from driving electric vehicles to supporting sustainable agriculture and reducing waste. Failure to do so will have dire consequences for generations to come. The choices we make today will determine the future of our planet and the legacy we leave for our children and grandchildren. Another major threat to our survival is habitat destruction. Humans are destroying forests, grasslands, and wetlands at an alarming rate. This is primarily driven by agriculture, logging, and mining. As we destroy these habitats, we are also destroying the homes of countless plant and animal species. This loss of biodiversity has far-reaching consequences for the health of our planet and our own well-being. Biodiversity is essential for maintaining the delicate balance of ecosystems. It provides us with food, clean water, and air. It also helps to regulate climate and control pests and diseases. When we destroy habitats, we disrupt these delicate balances. This can lead to a cascade of negative effects, including the extinction of species, the spread of diseases, and the collapse of ecosystems. Section 4, Silent Echoes, the Loss of Life Symphony. The loss of biodiversity is a tragedy in its own right. It is a silent catastrophe that unfolds unnoticed by many, yet its impact is profound and far-reaching. Every species plays a vital role in the web of life. From the tiniest insects to the largest mammals, each one contributes to the balance and health of our ecosystems. When a species goes extinct, it is lost forever. This irreversible loss means the disappearance of unique genetic material, behaviors, and ecological functions. We are currently experiencing a mass extinction event driven by human activities. Industrial pollution, deforestation, and overfishing are just a few of the destructive practices pushing species to the brink. Scientists estimate that we are losing species at a rate 1,000 times faster than the natural rate of extinction. This accelerated pace is alarming and unprecedented in Earth's history. This loss of biodiversity is not only a moral tragedy, it is also a threat to our own survival. Healthy ecosystems provide us with clean air, water, and fertile soil, all of which are essential for human life. As we lose species, we are losing the ecosystem services that they provide. Pollination, decomposition, and water purification are just a few of the critical processes at risk. This makes our planet less resilient to change and more vulnerable to collapse. The stability of our environment is compromised, leading to more frequent and severe natural disasters. It is imperative that we take action to protect biodiversity. Conservation efforts, such as establishing wildlife sanctuaries and reforestation projects, are crucial steps in this fight. This includes protecting habitats, reducing pollution, and combating climate change. By working together, we can help preserve the intricate symphony of life on our planet for future generations. Section 5. On the Precipice, a glimpse into the abyss. The study's findings paint a bleak picture of the future. If we continue on our current path, we are headed for a world of our own making. Imagine a world ravaged by climate change. Temperatures soar, making vast regions uninhabitable. Droughts and floods become the norm, devastating crops and displacing millions. Coastal cities vanish beneath rising seas, swallowed by the relentless ocean. This is not science fiction. It is a glimpse into a very real future if we fail to act. Section 6. A Glimmer of Hope. Rewriting Our Destiny. Despite the dire warnings, there is still hope. The study's authors emphasize that it is not too late to change course. We have the power to avert disaster and create a sustainable future for ourselves and generations to come. The key lies in collective action. We must demand that our leaders take bold steps to address climate change, protect biodiversity, and transition to a sustainable way of life. We must hold ourselves accountable for our own actions, making conscious choices that reduce our impact on the planet. From the food we eat to the transportation we use, every decision we make has an impact. Section 7. Our Collective Responsibility, Guardians of Our Pale Blue Dot. The future of humanity hangs in the balance. The study's findings are a stark reminder of the fragility of our planet and the urgency with which we must act. We are at a crossroads. One path leads to destruction, the other to a sustainable future. The choice is ours. Let us choose wisely. Let us choose to be the generation that turned the tide, that healed our planet, and secured a future for all life on Earth. We are, after all, guardians of this pale blue dot, the only home we've ever known.